Hello guys, this video is about an idea I was working on, and the point is this: I'm not fluent enough when I'm having conversations with people around me, and obviously I'm making this video, and you might say, "Oh well, he's kind of fluent enough." Obviously, I have a lot of things to improve, but the point is that sometimes when I'm facing like a real conversation with somebody, I just get cold and I don't know what to say, and I might look awkward or shy or just simply I don't know enough English. And yeah, it might be embarrassing or difficult because you might want to engage with them, but you are not 100% confident or confident and fluent. Yeah, it's harder for you. So I was thinking about it, and I was like, what is the gap? There's a gap between that confidence level of fluency and the place where I am. I'm not. Either thing is that when I'm in a conversation, and this is kind of the point, and I'm going to make it short and simple. Uh, I'm not creative enough to build simple sentences in a conversation. So, for example, right now, I'm by myself and my I'm not being judged by anybody, and this video is just an exercise that is an exercise so I don't feel judged. But when I'm in a conversation, I'm going to feel judged. I'm going to think about more things. And when I'm with myself, it's not going to be that hard. So the challenge is this: create 10 sentences, 100 sentences. It depends on how hard you want to push yourself to get the goal. But you need to develop the ability to create sentences with no words, with no reference, just cre- core pure creativity. When you start doing that, and I did it like with 2 or 3 sentences, I was like kind of like thinking about it. This is not that easy as it sounds, or at least for me. But I was like, okay, I'm going to talk about my office or something related with emails or whatever I find relevant for me right now. And I was like, and that processing time is the kind of the same time that you're going to face when you're in a real conversation with somebody. And that's when you're going to look bad, and that's when you're going to look awkward because you are thinking about those ideas. And that's the issue. So I was like, okay, so maybe I need to practice simple sentences, natural enough, fluent enough, easy enough. And that's where I'm going to improve my conversations. Obviously, in that specific topic, in that specific uh, set of words or of ideas. But the idea is to, I feel like if you know English, not necessarily you are good creating English. And that's my thing with immersion, because right now I feel like I'm absolutely immersed in the language. Books, English books, movies, everything is in English. Conversations, almost 98% of the people around me, they speak English. So the immersion is not an issue. My work is in English. The immersion is not an issue, but still I feel that gap that I'm not there yet, and I don't know what's the issue. I don't know what's the problem. So I think this is like a personal reflection, and I don't know if this thing is going to work for everybody, but I feel this might be a creativity issue. When you work on those exercise online, you always have like a little blank area where you have to feel this blank area because you want to improve your grammar or something. So would you blank space do one more blank space or something, whatever. The point is this: Sometimes you have to build a whole sentence, and don't you don't have the practice. It's like A, B, C, D kind of questions. Well, it's easy because you just have to read the answers and pick the best one, and that's it. Yeah, that's good, and you might be learning. But in a conversation, you don't have those options. You have to create the whole simple sentence from scratch. And if you want to be fluent, you have to make it nice, fast enough, not crazy fast, but good in a good pace, and with rich diversity of expressions and idea and words. Just a little simple sentence. In a conversation, is a set of sentences. So that's the exercise. Maybe I need to develop that creativity to build sentences, simple sentences, in a specific topic in the office, about outdoors activities, whatever you find uh, important. But that's the exercise. So, what's the exercise? I'm going to try to first define a theme or a concept or idea that I want to explore. Like, for example, know, I want to be fluent in a conversation about Excel in my office. That's important for my office. So I need to build 10, 50, or even 100 sentences about this topic. No books, no dictionary, no website, no ChatGPT, no anything. Just use your brain. Think about it. Give me 10 a set of sentences about this topic. When you are working on that, first you're going to be slow. Why? Because you are thinking. And that's the problem in a conversation. In a conversation, you are communicating, not thinking. You are talking with somebody else. You are your brain needs to be thinking about something else in a conversation, no about creative mode or thinking mode. No, no, conversation mode. So when you are by yourself, that's the right time to be creative thinking mode. So you are going to think and write down those sentences. No zero references, zero words, uh, just just core practice. And I'm I tried like just like three or two sentences, and you can feel the struggle. Like this is not as fast as I thought. But if I keep doing it, uh, I'm going to get faster and more natural, and I'm going to get familiar with words and expressions. If I want to, after at the end of the exercise, if I want to check my grammar and with AI and get more feedback, that's fine. But at the end, but during the exercise, is just core creativity, just think and get faster building new simple sentences. Why simple? Because a conversation is about set of simple sentences. Pay attention to any conversation and you find that's my perspective, that's what I think is a set of simple conversations. So yeah, I'm going to work in this exercise. Probably I'm going to make another chat or conversation about the updates of how it went, how good is it, or is actually very bad. Or that was the worst idea ever. Probably, I don't know, but I'm going to work on that, and I'm going to provide some feedback and an update next time. So, 10 sentences, 100 sentences, talking about a specific topic.